Welcome to an episode of Stock Market News Today, where I'll be discussing, or I should say, expressing my opinion on how the market moved since the new year has begun. I'll also be giving my opinion on sectors in the stock market that can perhaps benefit from it, some stock tickers and ETF tickers that you can add to your watch list, and some stocks and ETFs that I personally own and how I'm profiting from them, and show you a way how to get stocks at a bargain even though the market is bearish. That means the sentiment of the market is going down. Now, do know I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. Any stock or ETF that I mention in this video, do not take it as an endorsement or as investment advice. Again, do your own due diligence. We're going to get into it. So if you take a look here, you can see, according to CNN, the Fear and Greed Index, investors were quite fearful. So you can see at the time of this recording, this is as of January 8th, and they pretty much been fearful since the new year began. You can see here, this as the previous close, and even a week ago. I'll show you some of the 7 fear and greed indicators that are used to determine how investors are feeling. I'm going to briefly show this. I'm not going to get into this, but just give you kind of an idea. Now, this is supposed to be a beginner-friendly page, but without going too far advanced. There was supposed to be what's called a Christmas rally, which didn't happen this year at all. So listen to how Ed Carson and Alyssa Corum's opinion on it.
So tech did lead the sell-off, Ed, but there was also a little bit of an economic data flare to the market's reaction today.
Yeah, there was a couple economic reports, job openings, an ISM services index that were stronger than expected, pushed the 10-year treasury yield up to an 8-month high. So that's a factor. I mean, that's becoming an issue there. As you said. And some of it is, okay, concerns about inflation, concerns about this and that. It's also a normalization. Some of this is normal because we're getting the 10-year treasury yield had been below the 2-year yield for so long. That's not normal. We were just...
So with all that said, you can either see it as opportunity or you can see it as scarcity. And if you're in the market, it could be a bargain. Now to me, this is bargain hunting season. So as others are probably fearful, I'm buying. But again, do your own due diligence and make your best assessment for what works for you. So here's some things that can be beneficial for this year, perhaps. One being private prisons, transportation, because goods are still going to have to be shipped to the consumer. And I don't have to tell you this one for sure. AI, or artificial intelligence, for those who don't know what that means. And since Elon Musk endorsed Trump, space could perhaps benefit also. So here's some tickets that you can perhaps add to your watch list. As far as private prisons go, the ticker is CXW. There's probably a few others, but that's one that I know offhand. At the time of this recording, CXW does not pay a dividend. However, an ETF that has CXW in it is IJR, and they do pay a dividend. Moving along, transportation. The ticker is CSX. CXX does pay a dividend, and this is a stock that's also in the ETF SPY, SPY. Now getting into the sector of space, this company's called Rocket Labs. The ticker is RKLB, and they do not pay a dividend at this time, but it's in the ETF of IWM and VTI, and they both pay dividends. And also the military can possibly benefit, and one company that's comprised of that is Lockheed Martin. The ticker is LMT, and at the time of this recording, they pay a dividend. Or on the ETF side of things, SPY and VTI. Oh, and the last stock that you could put on your watch list is Palantir. The ticker is PLTR. Currently, at the time of this recording, Palantir does not pay a dividend. So, some of the ways that I'm profiting in this bear market are selling cash, secure puts, and cover calls. I was going to execute some today. However, the market's about to close, and I don't want to rush things. My apologies in advance, but if you like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that, I promise you I will do it while the market is open in the next video. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And I am not a financial advisor. I am merely an investor and trader that enjoys sharing my experiences and knowledge with the beginning investors. Till next video, peace. Oh wait, one more thing. If you ever see a picture of me or someone DMs you and it has my picture on it selling crypto or anything like that, that's not something I do. Now, peace.